Blessings, beloved soul one. Here we are again in the realm of this personal spectrum's love's frequency, and in the stationary sanctuary today, otherwise referred to as my bedroom. I was sitting here and intend to make, some more videos this weekend, but it occurred to me that I had this ponderance earlier in the weekend, and each time I almost wish to write out in a blog-esque form these introspections. Each time I actually sit down to begin writing, and in this case I was getting tires put on my vehicle, sitting in the waiting room, and the stream just started flowing through, and I pick up my phone to write something in that sense, and instead a poem comes out. So, there's nothing too effortless, I always say to myself. It's my own little mantra. If it's effortless, then I know it's my soul's resonance. If it's tedium, then I know it's my mental construct, attempting to create something for the individualism or personality. That being said, the subject matter was about the understanding of just what it means to become the creators of our reality, and certainly the responsibility that entails, and all this in a paradoxical conversation within myself of how freely everything can be and how infinite all the possibilities. And so there's no wrong way to eat a Reese's. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to read the poem and we'll see where it takes us from there, because trusting in the surrender of flow, just allowing love to pour through means, no planning. That one's been shown and shared most adamantly as of late in my life. Even the simplicity of, oh yeah, let's meet for coffee tomorrow. You never know what's going to come up between now and tomorrow. Be now, be here, be this moment, stay present, and go where the flow guides you in that sense. As a co-creator, that sort of also is paradoxical, which is why I'm making this video and speaking as I'm speaking. So I'm just going to read the poem. We'll start with that. It's entitled Definitions. There's much to understand about definitions, especially when seeking life's sublime rendition. It is true, each soul deserves joyous expansion as well as the free will of creative manifestation. Manifestation of our preferred realities requires understanding of our soul's totality. For you'll soon come to see and recall the reasons you came forth to this earthly hall. Perhaps they weren't to be rich and famous. Perhaps they were to embrace being pious. Or maybe it was to refine soular understanding, or just how life intertwined is purely beautifying. It commands a humbled respect and grace as we muddle through our life's tedious stage, the stage of remembrance that all is divine, and this portion of life is only a piece of soul's pie. So free your mind from its desirous intent, cease resistance, and drop defining judgment. Embrace a life of effortless beauty and flow. Here in love's eyes does every aspect then glow. Definitions by Love's Frequency. You see, for me, understanding the law of attraction as it's taught in so many ways, as it's attempted to help us remember in so many ways, how to wield what is our own inner power. We each have it. And so much of it, I began looking, and I'm like, okay, well then, why doesn't stuff come up for us? When we feel as though, and we believe as though, and we know as though we're doing everything in the right ways and forms and fashions, and that's what I meant by that line. There's something our souls came here to experience, to be, to embody. And along the way, even in the very aspect of what is shared on the law of attraction, from even as you might constitute it consciously aware beings, even from that aspect, hi Fu, bless you. There's a cat right next to the camera that you're not seeing, but yeah, he's precious. Anyway, even though the definitions, the words that come out of their mouths is the point that I'm getting at. It matters little who is saying it, but the words that come out of their mouth in their attempt to guide us and or educate us on what it is to wield this power of attraction, I found myself using my own definitions of what that beautiful, worthwhile, joyous thing is that we're attracting. But see, because it doesn't have to be unless you want it to be, unless you believe it to be, unless you define it to be. It doesn't have to be fancy cars, big house, vacations on the beach. It can be the simplicity of people watching as a bum in a box on a street corner. Why is that any less of a beautiful experiential existence than a billionaire, Bill Gates type or something? I wonder if you see what I'm saying, where I'm going. In the state of neutrality, that all is divine and all is beautiful, it is only our definitions and our beliefs that separate what we think is our preferred reality and what we trick ourselves into believing is going to give us some state of happiness. Be happy now. Be happy here. This breath, this moment. Now is all we have. Truly ponder what that means and understand it, because now is it. And nothing outside of you, a future event, is going to bring about that happiness. You are the only one that can bring about that happiness, and your definition of what you are experiencing is, I believe, more the point of what is attempting to be conveyed by these various beautiful consciousnesses who are stirring in us what it means to be blissful, be joyous, expand in every breath. And you deserve that right, and you can attract in what you put out vibrationally, and all very valid. Reference your definitions, reference your beliefs, reference your heart's resonance to those things as you go along, and make sure that it isn't your individuality, your personality that is still accustomed to a life of separation rather than integration. I believe that is the embodiment of the point which was wished to be conveyed by that poem, which, by the way, as I said, was written yesterday. There again, I have an idea of... Hi, Dexter. Here comes another little puppy. Little Min Pin. He's new to the family. Come on, buddy. Come here. I've already talked about you now, so come on camera. Show everybody Dexter. Dexter the Min Pin. Hi, Dex. Hi, Dex. Yes, hi. Anyway, I think that's what I wanted to get across in that. And you know, the other aspect was I had this idea of how I was going to go about, you know, reading the poems, and there again, let it all go, let it flow, and the heart within me wished to express that part of it. I don't know. Hopefully it helps. Maybe it helps. I'm going to go deal with restless animals now. I guess I had as much silence as I was gifted, and so much love, beloveds, dear friends, sisters, brothers, all. May you find bliss in your every breath, and enjoy the journey into the redefining of your truth. Give back what no longer serves you. Give back the ideals and beliefs and belief systems that you were indoctrinated into, in a sense, only if it expands you to do so. Otherwise, stay where you are. Stay as you are. You're perfect as you are. Right now, right here, this breath, you are perfect. And I love you. Until next time, this is Love's Frequency.